Welcome back, people. I come back again with part two. Part one is just uploading, or part one will be there on your YouTube feed. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know the drill, man. But obviously, thanks for all the people that are watching. Sorry, my thing got obviously cut out and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm back again with the Arsenal talk as well. But I'm gonna keep this one short because the first one was obviously extended. Um, Analysis on Arsenal. So yeah, but just to finish it off, I wanted to speak on Arteta tried to make a statement and failed and it backfired, fam. So what I mean by that, the likes of Guendouzi, Saliba, Ozil. So Saliba was a prospect. I remember the talks of Saliba going. I remember just checking his Instagram daily to see his training, his fitness as well. I know he's doing very well at Nice at the moment as well. But yeah, I think the way that Arteta handled that Saliba situation, bro, I don't know what he's at. Like I don't know what he was playing up because you would think that okay, have a Gabriel because the idea was to have a Gabriel and a Saliba alongside him. Do you get what I'm saying? And Saliba is a talent, 100%, and it's a thing where now why wouldn't you want him to learn his trade like at Arsenal? Do you get what I'm saying? Get to see the games, get the feel of the Premier League. I know there was a talks about him going on loan to a championship club, but I'm not sure if that didn't materialize. But even then, you would want a Saliba on your side. Do you get what I'm saying? This guy has a talent, bro. William Saliba is a talent, and I don't know why Arteta throws him out like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Even the talks and I know Saliba over the course of the season threw a bit of shade to Arteta. I think there was an interview he done with Arsenal with Lacazette, and I think he said to Lacazette, "Oh, I don't play enough" or something like that in it. So, and there's been cases where he's liked a couple Instagram posts that, showcasing that Arsenal lost this much of games and stuff like that, just something crazy like that. But you can just see that he's just frustrated, man. He's annoyed, man, because he was definitely in the position to go back. And obviously I know there was some things that obviously there's some personal circumstances, like certain personal something personal happened to him during this season, which is tough, which I'm not going to comment on. But then again, like, I hear that, but this is when you would want a good manager alongside you to be like, okay, cool, that happened, I'm gonna be there to support you. Have a couple games here. Do you get what I'm saying? Learn a few of the learn a few of the learn the language, get familiar with the players, build a relationship, and I'll put you into one or two games, and I'll just build you up. That's what a good manager will do. Yo, like I hear what happened here, but I'm gonna put my arm around you and support you. You feel me? That's what you would want from a good manager, instead of saying, "Oh, Rod, just go out on loan," and you tell me that Rob Holding should be starting over Saliba. No, man, it doesn't work. The likes with Guendouzi, I've enjoyed watching him in. Um, I enjoyed watching him at the under 21s for France. He captained the side as well, fam. Like Guendouzi, wherever you say about him, yes, I feel like like I said, I'm always gonna be lenient for young players. Do you get what I mean? He is a prospect. He is someone that's for the future. But this is a time that you can work under. Yes, but man, pattern that. Do you get what I'm saying? For example, if you look at Tuchel with Chelsea, you look at Liverpool with you look at Klopp with Liverpool, fam. We learn how to manage egos. Do you get what I'm saying? He's a little young boy that has a few tantrums left, right, and center. You are a manager that's been in the game. You know the trade of the game, and you are now a manager. This is the time where you can be like, yo, my G, you're a good player. You have so much potential. Let me manage you. Let me coach you. You feel me? Do you get what I'm saying? Stuff that you do off the pitch, fam. We can have a dialogue about that. But you wanna trust your players. This is what I'm saying. Arteta doesn't trust the players. The players don't trust him. But I think it falls onto Arteta. You didn't come in because I feel like with Arteta, you should have come in and set a tone. That FA Cup and the Community Shield, fam, that wasn't Arteta. That was purely the play. That was purely Aubameyang. Aubameyang won that trophy for the side. You feel me? Arteta did not set a tone. He didn't set an idea in for the camp. You know, not only for the on the pitch, but just an idea. I know it, bro. I see when things crumbling. I seen it through the play. I seen it through his press conference. For example, the likes when he talks about Eddie and Ketia, he says it's his fault. He always takes some sort of blame. But I'm not sure if he's trying to do that to hide the players, but I think it's him. He's so out of depth and so deluded. And he says, yeah, oh, it's my fault that Eddie Nketiah's not playing. My fault, my fault. But there's games that Eddie should be playing. Whether or not he should be in a starting lineup for Arsenal. Bro, he's a young player. Work with him. Work with Balogun. Do you get what I'm saying? There's no way you can put a Balogun in a Europa League game for a couple minutes and then just freeze him out. It doesn't make sense. I'm surprised that Balogun obviously signed a contract for Arsenal because there was lots of talks about him going to elsewhere. I heard that RB Leipzig wasn't, very close to signing him. But I think it's just because it's his boyhood club. He's been there for years. He knows the system. He knows the place. He knows the structure of Arsenal. He knows the history of Arsenal. I think maybe he just knows that eventually Arteta's going to go and hopefully there'll be another manager that can come in and obviously trust him with the process. Trust the process of Balogun. So there you go. So the likes of, the likes of Arteta just not having I think no sense of compassion. Do you feel me? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, just no compassion at all for the players, no compassion for the game. I don't think he really understands the history of the club. I think he got so lucky to get this gig as well. But I think he's lucky due to the fact that Kroenkes knew that they couldn't get anywhere else. If you get Allegri, you got to pay him. Like, you will have to have a mad contract as well, and that's a mad asking price as well. The likes of Sarri, for Sarri's football, whether or not like it can be so diminishing, so I'm making up words. Demising, is that even a word? I'm not even too sure, but it's so. It's the Sarri way. It's not beautiful in the eye. You feel me? And could Arsenal play for Sarri way? Not really. Arsenal are known to play that beautiful football. Do you get what I'm saying? So but Arteta was just the cheap option. Guy that hasn't played. He never managed a side before. We can get him on a cheap. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think the Kroenkes have obviously a lot to blame. There's the first 50 games of Arteta, he lost 17. That's crazy. Like, I'm not here to do. Obviously, I have it on part of my notes, but I'm not going to really mention too much about the stats and stuff like that because that's something that you can check as well. Losing, I think he lost like 8 home games and stuff like that, bro. And you would think that I'm a guy like me. Should I be talking? An Arsenal fan can watch this about why are you talking? Look at Liverpool, bro. That's a bit like I'm gonna say now you're deflecting, because you have a major, and this is years like I said in my in the video prior. I sympathise with Arsenal at the moment. Do you get what I'm saying? I think it's so unfair for Arsenal to be in a position like this. Like I said, I'm a fan of football. I want teams to do well. I want this to be a healthy competition. I want there to be and I want there to be competition. You feel me? But for Arsenal to be in this is the lowest of lowest that Arsenal has ever been. The likes of Robbie from AFTV has said this is the lowest that he's seen. The likes of Mo, the likes of Troops, the likes of DT said, fam, these men have been watching Arsenal for years. They support Arsenal from thick and thin, you feel me? But to see them do like this, fam, I felt it for a DT when DT said that it's so unrecognizable. Even me, I'm not an Arsenal fan, but yet it's so unrecognizable to me. I was watching a bit of parts of the game yesterday, and I was just thinking, raw. That is sad, man. That is just I sympathize with that. It's not even a point of bantering them or making like jokes and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, we want to see football, regardless if you're different types of fans or not different types of fans. Sorry, if you support one team or the other, fam, you want to see football. You want to see great football. Like I said as well, we beat Arsenal twice this season, but then again, it's just still like Arteta, you're out of depth, man. Tactically, you're out of it, man. You have no ideas, no philosophy, and even when you try to do 1-2 things, fam, it doesn't pull off. The situation that you've done with Ozil, like I can go on that whole topic of that Ozil situation, innit? But even how you handled that and the way you came out and spoke about certain things, fam, I don't like his manner. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't like Arteta's manner. I think he's it's not even stubborn. I think it's just. He's deluded. He has no ideas. Like he said, and do you know what he is as well? I watched his press conference today when he spoke to Sky. He said something that we wanted it for the people. fam, bro, these are fans, fam. You address them like properly. Like these are fans that support your the club that you're managing from. Do you get me? They're not just people. People like me. I'm not a fan of Arsenal. Address the fans because these man wanted it more than anyone else. I don't care if Arsenal win the Europa League or not. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I don't care if Arsenal, fam. I just don't like. I don't care, fam. But the way he used the language people, fam, I was like, bro, like he didn't say fans. He said people. So I was just like, bro, nah, man, you're so out of like. Fam, I'm not saying that you not like in a couple of years time you may not you can come back and be a great manager, you can manage a good side and stuff like that, then fam, tables will may turn. Look at Unai Emery. But the thing about Unai Emery, he has pedigree there. This is his 5th Europa League final. He's managed PSG. He's managed Sevilla. Sorry, he's managed Arsenal. He took Arsenal 5th, and he was a couple points away from 4th, and he was in the Europa League final. Even though he didn't win the Europa League final, but then again, he's like, fam, it's like Tuchel. Tuchel didn't go to the Champions League. Tuchel went to the Champions League final with PSG, and look what he's doing with Chelsea. There's an idea, there's a philosophy, and you don't go into the final by playing like this. Like I said, obviously I might do a video on PSG later on, but with PSG, the style of play, fam, they like Arsenal basically, but they just got Mbappe and what's his name, and Neymar and oil money, and they look fancy and they look nice. Do you get what I'm saying? But they're basically like Arsenal. Obviously, yes, the weak league, the obviously I'm digressing here as well to go into PSG, but no, that's not. I'll do that in a separate video. But nevertheless, yeah, fam, Arteta, fam, I don't know if you should go out or not, and I'm not here to say Arteta should go out or not, but I'm hearing the case of like for even for time, I've always said that as a neutral, when Arteta was appointed as an Arsenal manager, I knew that, fam. And the way I was seeing his play, his ideas, not really come to it. And the whole Saliba thing kind of put me on edge. Like it's not saying that I've watched Saliba prior to that as well, but I remember there was just big talks of it, and people were saying that Saliba's like Van Dijk, like he's like Van Dijk and Martin Keown all in one. Fam, that's a big praise. You feel me? I know it's YouTube stuff as well, but I did go on YouTube and watch Saliba's highlights and stuff like that. Fam, he looks like a solid defender. Do you get what I'm saying? I watched the game against who did Lyon versus Nice. I watched that game. Obviously they did lose, but I was just watching Saliba, his movement, he's doing things like I like him, like to keep things simple and stuff like that. Try to push the play forward. Brother, he's a good player. You would think that Arsenal would have liked a man like him in that sort of side, alongside Gabriel and Saliba. I would have loved to see that. I was excited to see Saliba in the Premier League. But the way that Arteta managed that whole situation, I was just there like, yeah. And then it obviously translated to see his overall game management as well. But yeah, but as much as we talk about Arteta, I'm saying the same thing. Xhaka, Ceballos, Thomas Partey, who's been so underwhelming this season. If you think about what he done last season, or is it the season prior? Obviously, I'm thinking about the game that he against Liverpool, where he played from man of the match performance. Bro, it's so underwhelming. The players are not good enough and stuff like that. I feel sorry for the likes of Kieran Tierney, Saka, Elmer Smith-Rowe, even the likes of Eddie Nketiah, even Balogun as well. I thought El Neni. Regardless whether or not you think these men are the for the caliber for Arsenal, bro, I feel still sorry because these are young guys still learning the trade. But if you're looking around and thinking, my captain just got substituted in a semi-final, fam, bro, that's mad. It's so disjointed from top to bottom. It's poisonous. You know what I mean? Like DT said, it's from the core. It's so deeply rooted and so disorganized, disjointed. Fam, it's crazy to think that, bro. Like, and do you know what's weird? Do you know what's mad weird? Yeah, because Arsenal needed one goal to go to the Europa League. I think if they went through the final, they would have turned up against Man United. Like, even there's a record of Arteta, like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer not being Arteta. I don't like, fam. This season, I don't care about that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe in form this season. Like, look at Liverpool. Like, we won 2 of our games and then we won 3 of our games and we drew 2 of our games after. Form was out the window. That was against Leeds and Newcastle. But anyways, I genuinely think that I genuinely think that Arsenal could have won that. Obviously, there's always a chance, but I think that I think Arteta would have done something tactically better than what he done against Villarreal against Man United. That's what's crazy to me. Do you know what I mean? I feel like if they went through, they would have been so pumped to face Man United. Do you get what I'm saying? Not just because if it's yes, it's a final and stuff like that, but I feel like Arteta would have just done something crazy to where you'll be like, okay, I see him doing things and stuff like that. I think he'll paint over the cracks. That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, I think if he beat Man United or went to the final and let's say it was a tight game, but let's say Man United won, it would have just painted the cracks. So in hindsight, I think Robbie did mention about a guy did say I didn't watch his video on AFTV. He did say that he loves Arsenal. Of course, he supports Arsenal. He's a big fan of Arsenal, but he did want Arsenal to lose so it can put a standpoint to the higher ups of the owners, and that's the Kroenkes. So it is what it is, man. But anyways, that's my Arsenal analysis. What do you guys think? Is it the players? Is it Arsenal? Bro, it's crazy out there, man. And I personally, I think Arteta was so out of his depth, sorry. But also the players, I have to look at Rob Holding, I have to look at Aubameyang, a man that's not vocal. You would think that he'll be vocal and be a person to influence the game, but none of that. Even Lacazette came on as well. Fam, why didn't you just go all gun blazing, bro? Like, that's what you think. It's a semi-final. You just need one goal. Just one goal. Fam, why didn't you just not go all break? Play the Aubameyang, play Lacazette. Fam, Pepe obviously was playing, but Bellerin was playing. It's just so weird. You've got your players that you think, okay, can grab the game. But then you got players and then I think he blamed that, Xhaka got obviously injured. Bro, what was Xhaka going to do, fam? It's bro, man, Arteta's deluded, man. He's very much deluded, man. But anyway, that's my Arsenal analysis. More football talk will be on the way. I think I'm gonna talk about PSG. The Arsenal in France. That's who they are to me. But yeah, I gotta talk about PSG. But yeah, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Man, more videos will be on its way. Hope you guys are keeping well and take care.